We once again return to Split 3 Racing. Welcome to week 7 here at the Circuit de Ledenon. We have no Split 3 history on this track, so no previous results the last time we were here, so a fresh Split 3 history is about to begin here for this track, and I'm looking forward to it. The first two races we have seen this week were highly entertaining, I would say. Can Split 3 follow? Or will it be a completely different story? Let's find out together, and first step is the starting grid. So let's take a look. Okay, this is our starting grid for our final race of the week here in Ledenon. From Kevin van Lanker down to Thomas Bruin, the lights are already red, now they're going green. Good reaction time by Richard Nichols, not so much by Kevin van Lanker. This could open up an opportunity for Richard Nichols. Into the triple left-hander, big blinking problems there by Adam Turkington. You hate to see it if you're a driver around him. And Nichols is leading and the car is spinning. This is Aaron Williams. He got spun around. Oh, big crash! Big crash! Oh my goodness! What has happened here? Like 4 or 5 cars involved? Oh boy. Oh, and it continues! It continues! James Ory! And another spin. This is a damaged car of Thomas Bruin. He was involved in the crash. Oh boy. Oh boy. Split 3 is on, so to speak. Ay. Williams in the pits. Bruin in no man's land. Kellerman in no man's land. My voice is dying. 1 second, please. Ay. Welcome. If this is your very first Clio SoF race. Oh yeah, that back is completely damaged by Bruin. No chance to hold the car. He tries to bring it back to the pits, but... Oh, the axle. Have you seen the rear axle? This is undrivable. I think he finally realizes this is undrivable. Have you seen the rear axle? Oh my goodness gracious, no wonder this car was spinning on its own. Kevin van Lanker, he lost 2 positions at the start to Richard Nichols and Kieran Komsky. Like I mentioned, I noticed that his reaction time was not the strongest, and he lost 2 positions. Kjell Eriksen, a new name, at least this season. Welcome. He is in P8. 3 cars in the pits, Kellerman, Bruin, and Williams. Then 3 cars in nowhere land. James Ory, Giovanni Melian, and Adam Turk. Stuker and James Moore. We know these 2 drivers by now. And it continues. It continues. Lapped. Oh my goodness gracious. James Moore, is this car drivable after that second hit? If he starts to spin like Bruin, we know the answer. Ay, 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 ay. Lewis Turkington blinks his lights against Trevor Evans. Is he unhappy with stuff that happened, or is he trying to distract him? We have seen both variants this season already. Sometimes used as a tactic to annoy the driver in front of you, and sometimes showing, hey buddy, what was that? But I can already tell you, after not even 3 laps, this is a whole different race than what we have seen yesterday and the day before. The top 3 are already running away, 2.3 seconds between P3 and 4. Also quite a bit of a gap between 5 and 6. I'm looking, Nico Kellerman has restarted, so to speak. Aaron Williams has restarted. James Ory is driving as well, so only Thomas Bruin, it seems, will stay in the pits. Trevor Evans, P8, 1403 iRating, puts him at number 10 out of 17. Kieran Kumsky, he wants to take the lead from Richard Nichols, last season's Split 4 champion. Lewis Turkington gets past Falco Libenga. New name, never seen Falco Libenga. Not this season and not in the past. Welcome. In front of the 3 is a lapped car. This is Nico Kellerman. South African flag, if I've seen it correctly yesterday in the overall standings. Not entirely sure about that. We will see it at the end when we show the standings, if I was right or wrong. But the lapped car could always bring in some unwanted spice. Nichols now a bit of a gap between him and Kieran Kumsky. Kevin van Lanker right behind him. As long as the gap to P4 stays around 2.5 seconds, they are fine. Evans, little love tap for Falco Libenga, who is the lowest rated driver in this race, but currently P7. Not bad. Late, much later. Yeah, that's the thing. You might be a faster driver, you might brake later for certain corners, but there's another car in front of you, so you have to make a compromise sometimes. Both Turkingtons struggle with blinking issues. Both Lewis and Adam blink from time to time. Northern Ireland needs stronger internet, I believe. Kevin van Lanker. Oh, the gap between him and Rob Blake got much bigger, 3.8 seconds, so they are safe. He tries it to the inside. Kieran Kumsky gives him room, all fine. And his Dacia livery. Adam Turkington losing a position to James Moore. That wasn't a hairpin. Turn 4, Aaron Williams. He is lapped, so doesn't change the fact that he touches a car 1 lap in front of him. Clumsy. Stuker, Trevor Evans. In front of them is Kjell Eriksen. 8, 9 and 10. Then a big gap to Lewis Turkey. Good exit by Stuker. Real good exit. I'm curious to see how his chances are to get around in the triple left-hander. He stays behind. Nope. Not gonna risk it. Probably a wise choice as I see how far to the side Trevor Evans went. So if he's stuck to the outside of him, they may have collided. Good for him that he did not. Trevor is struggling. Stuker, I think, can be faster, but the age-old thing, overtaking, is one other thing than being faster. Maybe now, Stuker, Trevor Evans, this is for P9. Less than 6 minutes on the clock. Kevin van Lanker, half a second by Kieran Kumsky, but Richard Nichols extended his lead. 1.7 seconds, so the top 3 became a solo run and a fight for P2. Still, no worries from 4, 5 and everyone else. Van Lanker, one of our mainstays. I mean, to be honest, Kieran Kumsky, Richard Nichols are also mainstays here this season, so it's not just his attribute. I mean, certain names you see week in, week out on a regular basis, which is great. Kevin van Lanker shows his nose. It was close, but all fine. Kamsky and him are currently doing a great job. He tries. Look. It was a good effort. But now Kieran Kamsky on the inside. Oh, but not a good exit. And Kevin van Lanker gets P2. Good job. The only problem, Richard Nichols by now is 2.7 seconds away. And time is running out. We are on lap 7 out of 10. Oh, I'm not sure if that defensive move was necessary there. Interesting. But this is also one of the things I like of broadcasting every single split. You see a different style of racing. Defensive lines where the splits above may not have chosen to do so. So it's interesting to see those differences. I mean, he's now a second in front of Kieran Kumsky. Rob Blade 2 seconds behind, was able to get closer. James Moore, last time he was this close to Adam Turkington, he got spun around by a lapped car. Maybe this time. Chooses a different line through here. Good exit. Not so good replay with the sound. I apologize. Turkington. Moore. P11. Little love tap. And that lapped car. And the blink. This is an opportunity. Adam, relax. This is not for the World Championship. Still going, still there. Lap 8. And he has him now. But can Turkington counter? That's the question. From one Turkington to another. Lewis Turkington gets past Teddy Gleo. He's now in P5. I'm looking at the timetable. Thank you for switching back. Seems as James Moore has made it. He is now in P11. Not the result he wanted, but a position is a position. Stu Kerr and Kjell Eriksson for the tiniest of moments. Turkington goes wide and can we have a talk? No? Okay. Fine. Teddy Clio locked up by Lewis Turkington. And Teddy gets his P5 back. Stuker still behind Kjell Eriksen. The super sweet. Looking at the different choices here. Stu, similar question what he had with Trevor Evans. He is faster, but little love tap, maybe a bit more than a love tap if you ask me. Oh, Stuker, that was a mistake. That lost him a lot of ground. And this may save Kjell Eriksen's P8. Because he's now a second behind. We are in the final lap of the race. Oh, that's a new camera angle. I like it. The good thing for Stuker, there is no pressure from behind. 10 seconds to P10, so that's at least something. Ooh, Falco Libenga made a mistake, went too wide into turn 2. But time is running out. Here, week 7, split 3. Stuker, Kjell Eriksen. Look at this, Stuker. He found a way. I thought this battle was over. But I was wrong. I was wrong and I stand by it. Stuker got P8. Roughly around where you expect him according to his iRating. He's car number 7. But the race is about to be over because Richard Nichols, this is Thomas Bruin, he's not that important right now, sorry Thomas. Nico Kellerman. And here's our race winner, Richard Nichols. Good week for the Orpingtons, 2 wins yesterday, today. A successful week for some of the Orpington drivers. For Aaron Williams, it was a race to completely forget. Eriksen over the finish line. Now we wait for Trevor Evans. He's about to cross the finish line. There he is. Car number 10, P10. James Moore, P11. He wanted more. Next in line is Adam Turkington. We probably see him. There he is. And we are waiting for a few more cars. As usual, we wait for them. Even though it would be interesting to see something else. No comment on that. Absolutely no comment on. I'm lost for words. Guys, is this necessary? I don't think so. Anyway, we are done with this race. Yeah, we are done. That's the nicest thing I can say. Congratulations to the top 3, and now let's take a look how it affects the standings. And we are back for the final time this week at the standings over on ClioSoF.com. Link, as always, is in the description of this fantastic website. And now let's find our participants, shall we? Where are they? I hope I will not overlook anyone. Kevin van Lanker, P36, gain of 8 places. 6 races he has driven, 109 points. Kieran Kumsky just 2 points behind him, very, very close together. Also 6 races. Richard Nichols makes a big jump, 12 positions. He is the final driver that has gotten 100 or more points thus far. And if we scroll slowly, find your favorite driver. Maybe it is Stu Kerr, maybe it's Trevor Evans, maybe it's Rob Blay. Just pointing towards a few of our Split 3 participants we just saw in this race. We're now below the 100 mark, and if we see 184 drivers have driven thus far at least one race. So, and what does it mean for the Split 3 standings? Similar story to what we talked about yesterday in the Split 2 standings. Many familiar Split 3 names were a split higher up, thus not a lot has changed. Not a lot has changed. And I just realized that something can't be working right with the... Oh, I see what's going on. I was curious, like, how can Rejewski lose a position even though none of the top 3 were here? It's because I think it has to do with Richard Nichols being at the same point total, so maybe it has something to do with that. Either way, just one oddity I just noticed: you need 40 points to be in the top 10. Technically more than 40, because we have a tie for P10 here. So with 41 you are guaranteed in the top 10 here in Split 3. How many drivers did we have in a Split 3 this season? I'm curious. The Turkingtons next to each other, James and Lewis, also Adam, 47, 59 drivers, so close to 60. Yeah, that was the week. 3 races. Ledenon, thank you for hosting us this week. And yeah, let's take a look at a few highlights. And I hope to see you next week when we travel to Spain. Yeah, we travel to Spain next week. And yeah, let's see how this will go, how the weather will be. Hint, hint, there's a rain chance. Yeah, so let's watch some highlights together and see you again next week. Goodbye.